Hey everyone, this week we're not going back to the beginning, but we're going back to the end, or what we thought was the end. Motley Crue's box set coming up. Let's do it. Hey everyone, it's the Snowman with TooLoudTooOldMusic.com. Welcome back to the collection. This week we're gonna go to a box set that at the time we thought was the end of Motley Crue. Big, huge, massive box set. We now know today that is not the end, but still, let's go have some fun. Look through what this big thing got us. This thing came out, I want to say, in 2016. It contained vinyl, CDs, all sorts of little things. But what I really loved about it was the tombstone look. Um, Box size there, nothing on the back. It opens up really, let's see if we can, the magnetic eyes, and that's the box that's everything was in. Really great concept, beautiful artwork. I love the tombstone look of it. The only problem with it is storage. Doesn't fit anywhere, so I have to put it up on very top of my shelving there. But still, it's a beautiful box, very well constructed. I love the magnetic feel of the opening of the box. Um, great packaging. So I'll give them that for that part of it. They gave you a few little things in it. Um, they gave you, a little VIP pass kind of thing from the 2015 final tour, which we know now is not the final tour, and we'll get to that. Um, they also gave you some Mick Mars guitar picks, and we've got front and back, different colors. Is it going to even pick it up? I doubt it. But anyway, we got the red, the green, the white, and the blue. Um, so nice little picks to have some Mick Mars stuff. These are little cheap little things that they can throw in so they can jack up the price. You know, no big deal. Not going to do anything with them. That's okay. That's okay. They also came with some pictures of the band members, and they were all autographed. We get Mr. Vince Neil, nothing on the back. So just the picture. Um, get Nikki Six. That actually is a pretty awesome picture right there. Um, Tommy Lee, and yes, I'm holding it right side up because he's upside down. Always seems to be upside down. I'm just holding it the way the signature is. So there's that one. And then there is Badass McMars on guitar. Never gets enough recognition. And again, we might even talk about that as well, but I don't know. Yeah, so back in 2015, they did a final tour, signed a contract, said this would be it. Wouldn't be any other Motley Crue again. Uh, they did record the final show, which is included in here. Um, and yeah, let's just get to it. They came back. Fine, that's okay. But we haven't gotten any new music except for that song, I guess. But they're like, no album. And now I think there's another song gonna come out, but again, no album. Um, so kind of to me, they're just touring. It's just a waste. They've really tarnished their image, in my opinion, by coming back and acting the way they've acted, letting Mick Mars go. That was just ugly. They always are saying stupid things in the media. Um, the only good thing they've got going for him is John Five on guitar, and he's too good for Motley Crue. Um, I'm a fan of Motley Crue. I bought the box set. I have their vinyls. I have all sorts of stuff. But I don't know. I think I'm really pissed off with how they've behaved in the media, how they've come across since coming back. It would have been fine if they came back, did a tour, put out an album, and just shut the hell up, basically. Um, but they're acting like little children, and I don't know. It's rather disgusting, and I'm kind of over it. Now, if they put out a new album, yeah, I'd probably still buy it. But okay, I got off my little soapbox. Sorry, I had to mention it. So, all right, we're gonna go back to the box set now. In the box set, they have this great photo book. Look at that cover with the skulls, the bones. Um, Really, it's a hardback book, and as I do with all my hardbacks, it's done like that. And in the booklet, they on the front cover, they have the CDs from their albums, and on the back we have the other CDs. We have the live DVD and we have the live CD. So the live CD and then the live DVD. Did I get that backwards? No, this is the DVD. So, um, great show. If you've seen it, it's actually a really good show. I love Tommy's roller coaster drum set. He's always way out there on his drum sets, and he is a good drummer. I like Tommy. The only difference between the CD and the DVD, of course, pictures. The CD is, I think they cut off the guitar solo and the drum solo to make it fit on one CD. All the CDs for the albums look like this. They just changed the name of the album at the bottom. Um, the only thing I don't like the way they put them in these sliding things. I'm just afraid it's going to scratch. I think that's a poor, cheap way of doing it. It would have been nice if they would have changed it up a little and had something protective on them. Even the cover of the album on them, that would have been nice. But the cool thing they did do on these CDs is these are the 2003, except for Saints St. Louis, that or Saints of Los Angeles. That one's came out after that. But the others are 2003 reissues. So it's got all the bonus tracks. And I think there's some great bonus tracks. Too Fast for Love. I mean, it's got the B-side for Toast to the Town, the Raspberries cover of Tonight, alternate intros for some songs, some live versions. Stick to Your Guns is also on here. For Shout at the Devil, we get wow, we get some demos for Shout at the Devil, Looks to Kill, Hotter Than Hell. There's an unreleased track on there called I Will Survive, and then another demo stuff. So really good that they do that. Theater of Pain, they even have well, they don't have that, they have Tommy's drum piece from Cherokee Studios. I think they have this one might be a 99 remastering edition of that one because I think they've got the Home Sweet Home and the demos and things like that. So some really good stuff there. And with Girls, 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 um, you get Rodeo, which is an unreleased track, an instrumental demo of Nona, some other different mixes, rough mixes of songs. Really, really good. Dr. Feel Good. Um, that one you get a lot of demos, and then I think Get It for Free is the an unreleased track you get on that one. Saints of St. Louis. Why do I say Saints of St. Louis? Saints of Los Angeles um, is I don't think there's any bonus tracks on that one. I'd have to look it up. That one because it's all after the remasters and stuff of the original albums. But it's really, really great. Those are the only albums, though, if you've noticed. It's just six. Another big mistake with this album, with this box set. They did give us the original album, Too Fast for Love, Shout at the Devil, Theater of Pain, Girls, 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 Dr. Feelgood, Saints of Los Angeles. But where are the other albums? Where's the self-titled? Where's Generation Swine? Where's New Tattoo? I mean, if you're going to include the albums, include all of them, even the bad ones. Hell, you have Theater of Pain, and there's not much worse than that album. I'm sorry. That's like one of my least favorite Crew albums. If you're going to include that one, why not Generation Swine? Why not New Tattoo? And you have to include the Karabi album. I mean, that John Karabi album, even though it's not the original band members, it is awesome. And he was a great choice. I hate that that didn't work out. Um, but that was something they could have done and they should have done. So a big miss on their part, not including all of their albums. And what did they include on vinyl? So you got the CDs, but you also got the vinyls. So these were all done very, very nicely. Um, they're all 180 gram reissues cut from the original analog master tape. At least this one is. You've got, of course, Live Wire, Too Fast for Love. Love the pictures on it. And then you've got all the song lyrics on that as well. Um, Man, what a killer debut album that is. One of my favorite albums. I really like the first two. You just can't go wrong. And then when you do, I think what was Too Fast for Love was what, 1981. I kind of forget that they came out way back early on in 81 because I really probably didn't get into them until like later in Shout at the Devil and maybe Theater of Pain. More so Shout at the Devil, though, of course. Then we get Shout at the Devil. This one, of course, came out um, 1983. Here's the back of it. But this is a beautiful gatefold. So I love the fact that they did a gatefold for this one. Um, that's all right. And then we get the lyrics, and they're all on black vinyl. Um, so that's why I'm not showing the vinyl. They're all black. Um, it would have been kind of cool. They could have done like a silver for the first one, maybe red for this one, um, and some other colors for the other ones. But shout at the devil. I mean, that was just such a heavy album for me. I mean, the title track, Looks to Kill. They even did a decent cover of the Beatles, Helter Skelter. I like that one. And Too Young to Fall in Love, Knock 'em Dead Kid. Just great, great, great songs. Yeah, I don't mean you don't get much better than Shout at the Devil. Um, that one might be my personal favorite. And this next one, which is probably the album that broke them into the really mainstream, was Theater of Pain. Again, reissue 180 gram analog, original analog master tapes. But this had Home Sweet Home. And that ballad just blew up on MTV. It kind of made them mainstream. Uh, to me, to go from Shout at the Devil to Theater of Pain, it's painful. I mean, this album is just, I don't know. It doesn't have that edge. It's too polished. Um, they do a cover of Smoking in the Boys' Room. Yeah, it's a great video, but I don't know. This one is just not my favorite. I've said it already. I don't really care for this one too much. But it's Motley Crue. Great back cover. I like that one. Um, uh, this is a great shot of the band. I do like that cover or picture, and then there are all the lyrics. So packaging wise, they do a great job on doing the vinyl. I will admit to that. Then we jump to one. I finally got back on board because I really high Shadow of the Devil, drop Theater Pain. At least Girls to me was a step up. It got back to a little bit more of the rawness, the raunchiness of the band. Um, Even though they are glammed up and got the whole black leather biker gang thing trying to toughen up after that album. This was 1987. 87 was a heck of a year for music. Hysteria came out, Whitesnake's album, Guns N' Roses was a little bit later. But Girls, you know, nice little back cover. This one, of course, Wild Side, Girls, You're All I Need. Some really good songs on here. There were some, yeah, um, 5 Years Dead. I like that one. All in the Name of Love. The Jailhouse Rock cover. You know, I think they just had needed to fill up space, and that was all they could come up with, which is kind of sad. But hey, so this was again a little better, uh, more debauchery on the back there. Um, so yeah, so they get up high. Publicly Wise, Theater Pain. I think Girls, Girls, Girls. I don't know if it did as well. I'd have to look that up. It might have. But then they really came back and storming in 1989 with Dr. Feelgood. Um, the Straight Jackets. I like the cover of this one. I like the Dr. Feelgood song is incredible. Bob Rock is producing this one. You can definitely tell who produced the last one. I'll have to check. Um, but yeah, Kickstart My Heart, Don't Go Away Mad, Just Go Away. Um, Without You, Same Old Situation, Sticky Sweet. This one to me, I really like this album. Even today, I still listen to this one, but something about Dr. Feelgood, the guitar. I mean, Mick Mars, come on. He's got some hellacious riffs on all of these albums. Very underrated guitarist. Um, Sucks what happened with all of that situation. But great album. Uh, can't go wrong without this one. And again, more lyrics and everything on the back. Yeah, that's just Dr. Feelgood was just perfect. MT was all over MTV. Um, but that was basically it after. I mean, that's then they leave out all the other albums, and then they wait until what? Saints. I'm gonna keep saying Saints of St. Louis. Saints of Los Angeles came out in 2008. So actually, I think that's a great cover. Great shot of the band on the back. Um, More great pictures on that is really good pictures on the back there. And then the more lyrics and everything. This one, you know, I don't know if this is a Motley Crue album or is it a 6 a.m. album because, you know, there's a lot of assistance from James Michael and stuff. But it is Vince Neil singing. Saints of St. Louis is God, I am gonna have to shoot myself on this one. I might have to redo this whole thing. Saints of Los Angeles. I don't know why I struggle with that. It's just too funny. Then you have Mother Something of the Year and White Trash Circus for other singles off this one. Um, I like Down at the Whiskey. I think that one's a good one. Face Down in the Dirt. Uh, I, there's a lot of good songs on here. It's not their best album, uh, but I think it was a pretty decent return of the band. But when you have they really went with outside writers. I mean, you have Ashba on a lot of these. Is it Marty Fredrickson? Yeah, DJ Ashba, Marty Fredrickson are on almost every song, and James Michael with Nikki Sixx. So, and then Mick Mars does a lot of guitars. So it's like I don't really think of this as a pure crew album. And that's okay. A lot of the bands now, you know, they do outside writers and stuff. I still like old school when the band writes and the band plays and all that stuff. So that's just me. Um, but that's the last thing. So, you know, it's a good box set. It's not perfect. Yeah. Leaving out those three albums was stupid. I'm just gonna say it. It was dumb. They should have included it all. Why they didn't is just it's a childish reason. Yeah, if the albums aren't that great, so what? It's still part of your catalog. Us as fans still want those albums. Um, so you should include them. Just poor, just poor. Um, but you know, still great box set. Even though it was supposed to be the end, we know it wasn't when they came back this past few years. Maybe we'll get another album. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But it is what it is. So, but I think it's a good box set. If you see it, grab it. It does look nice. If you need the albums that, you know, they're there. The CDs are there. Great idea for that. So thanks for watching. Please click subscribe, leave a comment. We'll get back with you as soon as we can. And thanks again. We'll see you next time on The Collection.